America. Funny though, because I don't know if you all need to know this, but I wrote this one on the toilet. Tiny ant, magnified, distorted in your reflection as you stride under the sink faucet. Keep briskly walking until I wash my hands and flush you away accidentally. Now you're invisible. I don't know where that water goes. If you've drowned in the pipes, then my empathy must be genuine, although I poison your brothers in my kitchen and your children whose only want is my crumbs. This is a poem that coming up, it's called At Work's Worst, and I wrote it about my job, all of my jobs at restaurants. At the time that I wrote this, or that I thought of this, I think it was Mother's Day last year. I didn't write it until this semester, but I was really upset about having to go to work, and it was just not a good time, and I get really frustrated about. It'll be obvious once I read this. I get really frustrated about the job, and I just remember sitting at the light and seeing what I saw, and that is what prompted me to finally write this semester. So it started out that way. At Work's Worst. Some of you have read this on Facebook, I'm sure. Not this particular version. My car and I idle at the red light in view of the restaurant. Like dimes against tables or quarters wedged in booths, the sun sparkles against the windows and reminds me of my purpose there. Money. Body aches, sugar lows, blood pressure spikes, running for hours with no respect from the front, the back, or the sides. I contemplate accelerating into oncoming traffic to escape the shame of servitude. I smile. Hello, I'm Stephanie. I'm here to take care of you today. How are you? You are listening to your cell phone as you wave me away. Then later your food is taking too long. Your face is red as you bark from our bread, and I see the butter on your lips from across the floor as I pour your next Diet Coke. I'm handing you your death to hell in a breadbasket. I'm not important. You don't know me, but you pay my rent bit by bit. I'm not an apron, a set of breasts, nor am I a waitress. I'm a person who brings you all the things. Sodium, sugar, butter, chemical, cancer enriched. You don't need, but still you bitch, and still you sit and decide, with no idea, how much I'm worth as you pay your bill and carefully count your change.
This one, when I was in Dr. Ansport's class, was the first poem that I'd ever written without boundaries, without a rhythm, without a rhyme. And I woke up one morning, and it was just as the moon was going away and the sun was coming up. And I sat there and I wrote this. I watched an argument between the sun and moon this morning. From where I was standing, the competitors were on either side. The headstrong moon stood solid, for at first the sun did not show. But as her radiance appeared behind the trees, the moon slowly fell. Slowly, as if trying not to lose the confrontation. The slower he fell, the faster her beams were seen. Now, behind the trees, the moon seemed to quiver. Shining through the forest, he looked like ripples on water, still, ever so slowly waning till just the tip could be seen. And with his glow still visible, the sun showed her crown. Like two worlds colliding, the sky was both dark and light, as if good and evil were facing off. But the sun, the good, was winning. Minute after minute, the sky was filled with her light, and the moon was gone. Like he has ran away to regain his strength. She had won the battle today, and we shall see again tomorrow. And since we're almost all drinking something, something with caffeine in it, this one was called Venti.
Oh. No, I just know how to finish.
Tall, dark, and hot, you come to me, mouth open, my lips touch. Oh, how great you taste and smell. Sometimes quick, rush for time, always in the morning, every morning, wiping my sleep away with your hot, moist body of ecstasy. But this morning, this wonderful morning, we'll take our time, no rush, enjoyment every last drop.
Nice. Maxwell House should adopt that.
I know. I love my cup of coffee.
Jessica,
Do what?
your pacing was perfect.
Thank you. I worked on that just for you. Oh, she hates my pacing.
Over the rough terrain. Years before I was born. I won't touch my eyes. Stop. Okay, wait. Years before I was born, women huddled on pillows, relaxed in front of mirrors, and were urged, explore yourselves. What did they find as they let their knees fall outward like the doors at Sunday Mass, where they first tasted the vine, later filling up on wine, laughing from the depths where men ever wish to release themselves? Women today need less people to tell them how they feel or how they taste, their bodies not to waste, on cheap wine and cheaper men who resemble, if they're lucky, catalog models, reality stars, who all lost who they are in the mirror of the TV. This next one is also probably still a work in process, a progress that we've been trying to figure out where it really needs to be. But it's called Nature of Beasts for now. From my upstairs window, I see a snake swim across the river. I stop running on my elliptical machine, and the room falls silent. It slips through the water, its head sticking out, like a tongue dancing across wet lips. The tongue darts inside as a duck nears. I look to see if snakes attack ducks. The duck paddles on. The snake resurfaces. The ripples do not cross. The machine creaks again as I wonder if that was really a snake. Turns out it was really a duck. How many more do you have? That you want to
I think
do?
I turned them sideways.
We
up
have
there.
time.
Okay. I just wanted to know how many more she wants to do because I've got 2 left. Do you want to read again right now?
Sure.
Read the rest of yours and then I'll finish.
Read the rest of mine?
Sure.
Okay.
These are both really brave poets, and you've got to have guts to be a good poet. And I'm just thinking that as I'm listening to these. They sound better and better. I've read them so many times.
This one is called The Feline. I'm on the prowl for something sweet, with eyes as bright as emeralds, strut across the room, tiptoe every step. Rub my body head to toe down his body, purr for the attention, then scratch, knead with my paw, till I get what I want. I get what I want, and knead, and purr, and lick, and after all the comfort, I sleep. This is my car. It's better now. $1,100, what a great deal. Such a great catch for my reel. He is excited for my find. You did a good job, he says in my mind. A motor for an RSX, 4-cylinder from an RSX. Do the swap into my Civic, first in West Virginia, no one to mimic. Needs a computer.